So today I'm going to fit the 180-degree King's awning onto the territory, onto the standard racks. So 180 obviously, because the 270 will fail on the back door. This one should be fine. What else do we have to get? Had to get the fitting kit, because that doesn't come with it. So that comes with the brackets, 3 brackets, but we're only going to use 2. The nuts and bolts and washers and stuff. And when you get it, you take it out of the box. It's wrapped up in the black cover. You got to take it out of the black cover as well. It's just these ones, so you unzip that one that holds it all in. Then these ones hold it to the frame. There's 2 of them. So you undo them. You take it out like this, and you got to fit all the bolts and stuff first. I want to position it too far forward because I've got a snorkel to go on this, and it's going to open up anyway. I put one bracket on one of the standard racks, just to test how I was going to do it. And I got the other one. So they actually fold out, if anyone doesn't know. There's a button under there. You push that and the racks slide out. And then I'm going to unscrew that. But first I'm going to remove it because I want to move it back further. And I'll show you a trick. I haven't got a key. So I haven't got the Ford key, but there's a typical universal key to pop them off. So I'll show you how that's done. So next up, got to drill that out slightly, drill out the rack, and then to fit the back bits, I got 2 T-bolts. So T-bolts like that, so they're slightly bigger than that, so you got to drill them out for that. And then the T-bolts go in and turn like that. And use that slight little bit. Open it up for the bigger bolts that we're going to use. So 1, 2, 3. Now when you do this, you just got to make sure you don't turn that T. So it does crunch up pretty tight, which is good. And that's that. You can see the T-bolts. So that one's ready to go back on the car. Hard part's going to be trying to get the awning up there now. You got to leave it out of the black cover, and you got to get your fitting bolts. So you get your bolts and just the plain nut, the non-nylock. You got to slide them in. Push them along. Loosely put the nut on. Now, of course, they come with 6 because it comes with 3 brackets, but we only have 2 roof racks. If you can get a 3rd roof rack, it'd probably be a good idea to put one on. So we'll take them, same thing, slide them in, push them along. Wind the nuts down. Now these nuts, they come with it, but they're not going on there permanently. So these are just to hold it into place. You get it into position, and then it's to cut the holes in that. Then you remove this, poke these back through the holes, and you put your nylock ones on, and all the washers. Now, because there is only me doing this, what I sort of got was, I figured out where I needed to position it. So I've tightened up, I'm going to tighten up 2 of these bolts, get them into the same spot, and I'll tighten them up, and that's where they can stay. Now I left the other ones loose still, so I can get them, put it back up on my own, get them to where I want, and then I'll tighten them up. So I'm probably going to skip through most of that. But a bit of a pain, you sort of got to do it by feel. Tighten the nut up with your spanner. So that's where it sits. So they're up tight. That's where you want it. So you can pull it off, you can see the bolts. And then you should be able to put it back on the same spot. Yep, they're all there. So yeah, I tighten them up. As I said, 2 people would make this job a lot easier. So yeah, you got to get in there, you got to tighten those nuts up. Now we can pull it off. We're going to put the black cover back on and cut little holes where these are. So one thing to remember when doing this, you've got to remember what's the top and what's the bottom, or else when you go to stick the black cover back on, your logo will be upside down. That might not upset some people, but now with the cover back on, you want to feel around for where the bolts are. There's one there, and this is the jointing part. You're going to make a little slot. Like that. There you go, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one was very close to the strap, but I managed to get it. So now, just got to peel it off, take the bolts off, and poke them back through. Now you want to take your rubber washer, and they go on first. And after that it's a steel washer. Same thing down that end. And then you've got to lift it back up, and then you've got another steel washer and the nylock nut. So I'll leave this bit up to your imagination, but it wasn't very graceful getting it up there on your own. I've managed to get one nut and bolt on there and one down the other end of the top. So now I just got to move it around, get the bottom ones in, add some in there. Now it's got to tighten them up. Well, that's it on. Seems to stay there pretty good. Hey, still going to wobble with the battery type racks, but as I say, I'm going to add some other stuff to reinforce them anyway, but I don't think I need it. I don't think it's going anywhere. Soon to sell 100 k's down the highway. But yeah, I'm going to back the car out of here and open it up. So obviously I've got to get the straps. They come in the bag. Left that bag over here somewhere. So I'll grab that bag, open that up. Now I'm guessing you stick that end through there, and then you clip the carabiner end somewhere on the car. Now rear, for now, I had the toe ball. It's not really a permanent fix, especially when you go to open the door, but I'm putting a swing away tyre carrier on here, so I might put an attachment on that. Just pull that tight. That's it set up. It's decent size really. I'm pretty happy. It's a little bit low, but I got to put some bigger wheels on it yet. And you see, like, I'm quite tall, but anyway, I'll put some bigger brackets on it, and I can also, I've opened the door so you can't really see, but you can lift the brackets, lift it up a bit on the brackets yet, but I don't want to lift it up too high because I don't want rain coming through here. So I think it's at a pretty good height. The wheels will add another couple of inches, so that's all good. I didn't really check the tailgate clearance before, so I got lucky with that one. Just clears. And yeah, you haven't got any issues with having the tailgate up. It clears when you open and close it too. So yeah, the walls zip on. I'm going to get a couple of walls. The walls are fairly expensive considering the whole bloody awning was only $300, but well, $300 for the awning, and then it's $38 for the mounts. You can buy adjustable mounts as well, but anyway, I hope that video helps. Like, subscribe, all the rest of it. And the real test will be how this goes in Cape York.